All right, guys, so happy Wednesday evening and welcome to the venue live. My name is Roger Ramirez, and this is Houston's first online live venue brought to you from R&R Studio and Rock Animal. We're here in the studio with the glass. Guys, it's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
Let's get started. Let's kick the shit off. So yeah, I threw in the first curse word so that everybody will feel comfortable and don't feel guilty. All right, so tell us your name and what you do in the band.
My name is Tony Ascanio, and I play the guitar and I sing.
My name is Marilyn Liff, and I play the piano and I sing.
I'm Diego Fernandez. I play guitar.
I'm David Elbert. I also play guitar.
My name is Oleg. I play bass.
Fabricio Cortez, I play the drums.
And sorry to be rude, brother.
El Morris, también canto y...
I forgot to introduce this guy. This is the founder of Rock Animal. Me and him partnered up about 2 months ago? A month ago?
Yeah, 2 months ago. No,
Shit, like two months ago. 2 months ago.
Yeah.
And so we decided to have a Spanish rock concert every Wednesday. Thank you for the hookup with the bands.
No, thank you.
And so it's a pleasure to have you here always.
Same.
Just for our guests who are watching, can you echarnos un rugido bien chingón?
Pasen el rugido todos.
Pasen el rugido a todos, okay? We want that to be the trademark.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So when did y'all decide to become a band? Like, how long has the Glass been around? Who started? Tell us a little bit about the history and how you fine group of musicians came together.
Well, we met...
That was like 8 questions in one.
We met, I think, about 8 years ago. Dave and I met. We were playing a Beatles cover band together. And
Awesome.
because of that, Marilyn came into the band. She played with us, the Beatles, and also Oleg, the bass player.
Oh, awesome.
And we did that for a few years, and then we decided that we wanted to try something different. We were always trying something different, but then we decided to try to play original music. And in English. So we did that for a while, and then there was a point when we were also...
English original music?
Yes, English original. We
interesting.
actually have an album in English.
Interesting. We have to check it out.
Yep, it's called...
It's pretty good.
Is it? Yeah, so after we did that, we decided to switch to Spanish, and we needed 2 more people, and that's when Diego, the guitar player, and Oscar came into the band. And that's when we started playing music in Spanish. And it's been 2 years since that, and we love it.
That's pretty awesome. By the way, I didn't tell you this earlier, Diego. You have a awesome voice. It's like raspy, and if I wasn't a dude, just saying, I'll be all over that voice. Just to put it out there, guys. Just to put it out there. So
You just set everybody up for disappointment. Thank you.
everybody was just like, "Damn, he just spoke." No, okay. So I know you said that you were doing covers, and then you decided to do like an English original music. So what made you want to write original music? Or were you always a songwriter that was just trying to do covers, or you were just like, fuck it, I want to play my music now? Like, what was the transition, or at what point did you decide to start writing original music?
I honestly was because we wanted to play more gigs, and we couldn't find any gigs playing cover music, and it's like, okay,
Really?
we have a better opportunity, a better chance if we actually start playing our own music.
Wow, that's like kind of backwards, man, because nowadays, well, I don't know what it was a couple of years ago, but nowadays, like, it's hard to get in with the original market, and that's from everybody that comes here. We have a lot of original bands, and it's the same story. Everybody plays covers because they want to actually have a lot of gigs, but that's pretty cool that you did not have that problem.
Well, we actually were playing Beatles music, so the market was there was a lot of people playing the same music, so it made it very hard for us.
So did the songs that you play, were those songs that you already had written, or were those songs that you were just like there's a market for it, let's write some songs?
Pretty much like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about your writing process.
My writing process.
Your writing process.
Oh, wow.
Is this one of those scenarios where somebody wrote the song and then you brought it to the band, or is it one of those things where like everybody's just at practice, and you're like, "Fuck it, let's write something. Any ideas? Let's throw it out."
But we have a ghostwriter. We don't know where the song comes from. I'm kidding.
Oh, I was like, damn, that just kind of. I was like, okay, well, that just kind of fucked up my question. I was like, and I put a lot of effort to that.
No, so far I've been the lead songwriter, and it's kind of I bring the ideas and everybody else puts their own input to it, and then we made it sound as a band. But moving forward, we have a new album coming up, so we're moving towards, composing with other people.
Other people or like y'all?
Just us and the ghostwriter.
Yeah, I have it. That shit always that like throws me off every time. I'm like, what? And so about your writing style. So are you a lyricist, or are you like you're like, man, that shit sounds badass, and then I'm gonna put chords to it. Words to it. Like, do you write poems? You know, because the way that I write music, I was a musician first, and then I'm like, man, that shit sounds like real badass. Those chords or melody. And then I'll put words to it. Like, what's your style?
I think I get a couple verses going with music, and then everything else is just building blocks.
So you just hit it all at the same time.
Pretty much, but it doesn't come all together. I mean, it takes a long time.
Oh
to
yeah,
do
yeah.
it.
I mean, yeah, of course. Songs.
But I cannot tell which one comes first. I guess they all.
It just depends.
Yeah.
You can switch it up.
I guess.
So for me, yeah, because for me it's very difficult for me to just like write something. And then like I just can't do it like that. But enough about that shit. So tell us about your individual style, because I know all of y'all come from different backgrounds, and visually I can see it. So tell us about your individual style. Everybody's gonna talk. So your individual style, and how that kind of shapes the music that you make as the Glass.
Well, I started as a classical violinist, so that's my primary instrument. And then when I met them, they said, "Can you come play violin for the Beatles music?" Just because there's a lot of string things.
Yeah.
And then they were like, "No one cares about violin." No, they didn't say that, but they said, "We want." Yeah, right. That's right. But they all we really wanted to add synth. And synth and piano, so it fits more into like kind of the pop and rock genre. So I didn't start playing the piano until really playing with the Glass. I think I played my first piano type things when we did an international festival downtown in Houston, and that was my first introduction to playing the piano. And so since then, I think I've come a long way. But I'm a music teacher, so I also teach music, and but I like playing the keyboards. And I love playing synth because I get to be really loud and annoying. So I really like it. So that's my style.
I could
loud
hear you.
and annoying.
I could definitely hear you during sound check on that synth.
Influences.
So I heard that you took lessons from a really cool dude.
That turned out to be my brother.
Oh, that was your brother?
Yeah, that was my brother.
He just wanted to put you out there?
Yeah.
Well, thanks, brother, because
But-
now we have something to talk
But
about.
Mike Portnoy was one of my influences. I listened to a lot of progressive music growing up, a lot of heavy metal, and I guess what I bring into the band is bringing up the intensity of the band, kind of bringing up the volume and the heaviness.
Are you going to get crazy like Mark?
I'm gonna try.
Because he is my son's favorite band. Well, Dream Theater is
Yeah.
my son's favorite band. He's
Nice.
7. Took him to his first Dream Theater concert this last
Couple
year.
months ago.
Yeah, a couple months ago.
Yeah,
Were
I
you
was
there?
I was there.
You know what? A little story about that. Whenever me and my son went to the show, we got there like 4 hours earlier because I'm just like that. We were gonna go eat at the Hard Rock Cafe.
Mm-hmm.
So the door to the whatever the place
Revention?
was, the Revention Center was open. So like we go in there, and I'm like, I know this isn't like allowed, right? So I open the door and there's like nobody there, but I could hear Dream Theater on. So me and my son like walk into the place, and so they were just fucking sound checking. So we got
watch
to see
sound
them
check.
during sound check.
That's amazing.
And then like their security people were like, "What the fuck?" You know, they were like, "Are you supposed to be here?" And I'm like, "No." But
You should have said yeah.
Oh, I know, but
Yeah, I'm
but I got
cousin of whoever-
nervous. I got
yeah.
nervous. So, but yeah, Mark Portnoy is a rock star.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
Great
So
band.
tell us a little bit about your style, man.
My style, I'm a child of the 80s.
Uh-huh.
So everything that I think is funny, because Dave and I, when we write music together, he noticed there's a lot of 80s influence in my music, and there's a lot of everything in 80s music. A lot of synth, there's a lot of effects, there's a lot of everything. So that's mainly what I am as a musician. As part of the band, I'm basically an 80s.
And where
Kinda
are you
guy.
from, by the way?
Caracas, Venezuela.
Awesome.
Yeah.
A lot of badass
How about
musicians.
you? Where are you from?
I'm from Mexico.
Where in Mexico?
Mexico City.
Oh, nice.
I was born in Mexico City.
Nice.
Chilango. Chilango. Pues muy bien, amigo, muy bien. Can you tell us a little bit about your influences, Diego?
Well, when I started playing guitar as a teenager, I was mostly into 90s rock. Is what I kind of...
Dave Matthews?
No, not really.
I mean, because there's not a lot
Is
of
it rock?
influence
Is Dave
around
Matthews
there.
rock?
What?
Is Dave Matthews rock?
I don't know. It's eclectic rock.
I mean, I'm not hating on him. But no, I mean, I like Dave Matthews a lot back in the day, yeah. But no, that's not what shaped me. I was more cutting my teeth with early 90s stuff. And then as I grew up, I gravitated more towards 60s and 70s rock.
Oh.
And it's been interesting joining the Glass because they're more of a modern sound that I'm used to playing. So I've had to learn how to fit into that, and it's been a lot of fun.
Well, you add a lot of texture,
Thank you.
and I could hear that during sound check. By the way, sound check was on, and you need to sing. You need to just bring out that voice a little more, man.
Okay.
That's awesome. Let me hear a little bit. He's still thinking. Dave's still thinking.
Okay.
Where are you from?
I'm from Russia. I was born
Awesome.
back in USSR actually. And the thing was, I couldn't get any guitar when I was a kid, so the only instrument I was able to get was bass, really bad one. And I started to play it. I started to play Beatles, and basically when I was in high school, I stopped. And then many years after, I moved to Houston, and I decided, well, I used to do something fun, and I bought a bass again. And like in a couple of months, I saw an ad on the Craigslist that Beatles cover band was looking for a bass player. Learned 4 songs and showed up, and they liked me. That's why I'm here.
Well, you
That's
sound
it.
pretty good, man.
That's my story.
Beatles is definitely, if you're gonna play bass, that's definitely the music to start up with. Paul McCartney, just
Yeah.
very melodic, very just very cool stuff on it. It's not normal, you know.
Yeah, that's
Does
why
very-
I still love to play pick, because I know a lot of bass players, they hate when other plays pick, but that's what I do. That's what I like. I love the sound. I love the feel.
It's pretty awesome, dude. Have you thought about it, man?
Yeah.
You had some time.
I was always just a fan of songs. So as far as my influences, I just liked songs. My biggest influence was probably my older brother, because he was a guitar player and a songwriter. So he's a bit older than me. So when I grew up, I wanted to be my brother Jeremy. So I grew up with a lot of
But
guitar.
now he wants to be you, right?
I don't think anybody would want to be me. It's a lot of anxiety and depression.
Well, you're a very nice guitar player.
So yeah, I probably just learned from that. I grew up in a musical family, and just but I've always been a big fan of songs. So I kind of go all over the place. And that's one of the cool things that I really think is neat about this group of people, is that we have a great deal of diversity. I mean, clearly in our ethnic backgrounds, but just in our music. I mean, we kind of span the gamut from Tony being really into new wave, and then Marilyn can, is a walking is an encyclopedia of classical music, and then
I'm sure she
Diego's
is.
kind of the rocker, and I tend
voice.
to gravitate a little more on the I guess the weirder side. So
The little psychedelic side.
the more psychedelic or maybe experimental,
I can
type
kinda
side,
see
the
that.
more kind of indie rock type sound.
Cool.
So that's kind of the thing that I think is beautiful about this band, is that we all really have these very diverse backgrounds and kind of come together, and it makes really good music and really good just friendship.
And believe it or not, what you just guys described right now, and you're playing, especially the guitar players, I can tell, because the way that I'm gonna mix it, how everybody's styles, like there's a little difference, nuances. Like you are a little more psychedelic, so I can hear that. You're a little bit more of a rocker, and you're just like songwriter style playing guitar. And and it just mashes real well. You know, that's pretty cool. So tell us, guys, when is your next show, and where can people see you at?
We're actually playing on Friday night. Ivan got us a show to open for Lale. It's a tribute of Lale. The actual drummer of the band is coming to play, so we're really excited about that. I think it's going to be great.
That's cool. Where at?
Yep. It's going to be at the Pop Galleria.
Oh man, I wish I could make it, but I can't. But maybe some Saturday that I'm not busy.
Right.
Because I actually do want to see. I mean, what more treat is this than to see you here and mix you?
Right.
But I'd like to see like you on a show. I think that would be really awesome.
Yeah, you're always welcome to come.
And where can they find you on social media?
We have a website. It's theglassmusic.com, and we're also on Facebook. It's The Glass Texas, and The Glass Music also on Instagram. So The Glass Texas on Facebook and The Glass Music everywhere else.
Cool, man. All right, so I want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Westone Audio. The in-ears are awesome. They sound very nice and crisp. I got to change the cable on one of them, but other than that, but only because it's been getting used a lot. So it's serving its purpose. Thank you, Westone. Your Pro series are awesome. We hope to get some new, your latest series in a couple of months or whatever. But thank you for that. All right, guys. So if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. It is important to us. We are live streaming concerts every day, like every day. So that little red button at the bottom that says subscribe, just click on it. It's okay. It's not gonna hurt you. Your computer is not gonna smoke. What it's gonna do is gonna connect you to the network of tons of bands. We have had you were our 37th band in 2 months. So it's really
Thank
really
you
happening.
so much, man.
And we are booked pretty much totally until the end of the year. So there might be a couple of days that I have to go to like a Boy Scouts like camping trip with my son, but those days are important. But yes, so that's what subscribing is gonna do for you. You're gonna hear tons of local artists, tons of original bands, and you know what? Ever since I started doing this, I don't listen to any other music anymore but the music that's on the channel, because I created a list of just nothing but performances. So I like every day I just listen to a new band, and it's so fucking badass to be able to like listen to new music that you're not gonna hear anywhere else. If you're watching on Facebook, make sure that you share this performance. We want to make sure that the Glass has new fans. Everybody needs new fans, and we want to make sure that they are heard. Share the video, comment. I'm going to be reading some of the comments as the live performance goes. If you're watching on Twitter, retweet the event, because we are streaming to Twitter as well. This gets streamed to 3 platforms. And let's see what else.
Someone comment about Tony's voice because he's feeling very.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro. Your voice is going to sound the best.
I surely hope so.
So tell us a little bit of what you're gonna prepare for us today.
Well, we're gonna play
what you have prepared for us today.
Right, we're gonna play all the songs from our album plus the 2 singles that we had. So the album is called Sustantivo, and we put the album out about a year ago. And we're gonna play 12 songs.
Awesome.
Yep. So it's about an hour of music, and we've never done it in this setup. We've never done it in a studio together. So this is going to be great.
Oh man, it's a great experience. So if people wanted to go check out your albums that you already have out, where could they go hear that?
Well, they have to go on iTunes, where they're everywhere. It's hard to find because it's the Glass Sustantivo, but you have to go Sustantivo in order to find it. I didn't think of that when I put it on, but it's Sustantivo the Glass.
Okay, so whenever we're done, text me all your social media information, and I always say this, and nobody does it, so that I can put it on the videos that we put on social media, so that they can click on it, and
we'll do.
And everybody says that too.
We will do it.
I'll make sure I get
and so we want to make sure that you're here in the studio. We want to make sure that people get a chance to hear you, man, because you have awesome music. Ivan, any last words, man? take my mic.
Que
bro.
disfruten a la raza que está conectada, que está escuchando rock en español. Me dirijo a ellos en español por Rock Animal, que está dedicada al rock en español en la ciudad. Que disfruten todos estos sesiones que estamos trabajando para toda la gente y que sigan a las bandas locales. The Glass es una de las mejores bandas que tenemos en la ciudad y es una banda increíble, ya la van a ver, la van a disfrutar, espero que les guste a todos y no se les olvide darle like a Rock Animal también en las redes y pues ahora nada más que The Glass se aviente un rugido, ¿cómo es?
¿Un rugido?
Me lo pasan el rugido.
¿El rugido? ¿El rugido? All right, guys. So we're gonna take a minute break. These guys are gonna go to their spots, get set up. This is mixed live, guys. I want to remind you of that. So you get to see what you normally don't see as far as studio setting. You get to see the raw, the raw video of a band getting together. If you have any questions, slap them in the chat boxes. I will be reading the questions. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Stay tuned.